Every kid wants to be like their dad, and my dad, Neil Mackenzie, raced in these iconic Cadburys Boost colours back in the 90s. I used to sit trackside and dream of one day wearing the same kit, riding alongside him. So my idea was simple: surprise my dad by turning up at Knockhill in my very own Cadburys Boost leathers and helmet and ride with him on his original Boost Yamaha. But here's the problem. His original bike hadn't ran in over 15 years. I didn't have a suit and I didn't have a helmet. Over the next few weeks, I had to somehow get all three sorted without my dad finding out. And as if that wasn't enough, there was a rumour that Kevin Schwantz's 1994 500 Grand Prix bike was going to appear with a chance for me to ride it too. So here are the rules. Number 1, Dad cannot find out. If he sees a box or overhears something, the whole surprise is ruined. Number 2, the helmet and leathers need to be sorted in time, which is never easy on a tight time limit. Number 3, the Cadburys Boost bike needs to be up and running so I can actually get the chance to ride it at Knockhill. The helmet was always going to be a really important part to complete the look, but I had to be sneaky, otherwise Dad would instantly know what I was trying to do. So I called Rock, explained the plan, and they were really keen, until straight away there was a problem. Their painter was fully booked. Before it even started, it looked like I couldn't get the helmet done at all. So plan B. I called Sean Winfield at Dash Wraps, who kindly said he'd take it on. Now we just needed a reference, and that meant heading to the storage unit where Dad's old helmet should still be without him realising why we were going. Still trying to be sneaky, I suggested we cleared out some old trophies to stick up my loft. Except when I opened the cupboard, there was nothing. The helmet wasn't there. But then I remembered a collector called Jack Bateson. Jack had got lots of Dad's kit and kindly took detailed photos of Dad's original helmet. I forwarded the photos to Sean, and finally, after weeks of false starts, the helmet was officially in progress. The only question was, would it be ready in time? The leathers were the centrepiece of the whole surprise. If I could show up in Cadburys Boost colours next to Dad and his originals, the whole plan would work. Thankfully, Alpinestars very kindly agreed to make me my own set of custom Cadburys Boost leathers. I spent hours painstakingly redrawing every single logo on the Boost suit to send to Alpinestars for them to make. Now we've got a huge problem. Alpinestars have just told me that the suit is on the way, and when I've checked the tracking, it's on its way to my dad's address, not mine. Now I'm paranoid Dad's going to open the box before I get my hands on it and see the suit.
Hi, you've reached Neil Mackenzie. Please leave a message after the tone. Thank you.
You honestly could not write this. It's 4 days until I'm due to ride the bike. I've organised the suit and I've organised the helmet. I left Dad in charge of picking the Boost bike up. Now I didn't want to make it too obvious that I was desperate for the bike to come and desperate for him to ride it, so I kind of left it up to him to pick the bike up ready for Knockhill. Just asked him, have you managed to pick the bike up from Spanner's Speed Shop yet? To which he's replied, it's paused as we need clutch parts. It's a short week for you, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You have no idea how much I'm worried about it. There's only one thing for this. I'm gonna have to go to the workshop, sneakily tell Spanner what I'm up to, and get him to get the bike running before we bring it to Knockhill. So that's what we did. We went off to Spanner's Speed Shop to pick up the bike and get it running before the big day. Thankfully, we did enough to get the clutch working good enough to be able to ride it at Knockhill. Relief doesn't even cover it, the Cadburys Boost bike is alive again. But the drama wasn't over yet, I still had to get everything to Knockhill without my dad finding out. Which unfortunately for me meant burying my kit bag in the bottom of his van with everything covered up, as I didn't have space to take it myself. The months of planning, missed calls, courier chaos, and midnight spannering at Spanner's Speed Shop, everything finally came together. I couldn't have asked for a better job from Dash Wraps. My Rock helmet looked absolutely amazing when I opened the box for the first time. Then the suit. Despite the delivery disaster, it arrived in time and fit perfectly. With the Boost kit complete and the bike running, all that was left was to pull off the surprise. We rolled into Knockhill like it was just another day. Dad thought he was there to ride his old Cadburys Boost Yamaha in his original leathers, nothing unusual.
So, my 1996 Cadburys Boost Yamaha, championship winning Yamaha, won 2 races here at Knockhill that year. and then went on to win another 3 races in the following years. This bike's very special. I have ended up owning it since the end of '98 and just love every opportunity to get out in it. Basically connect a battery, put some fuel in it and away she goes, but such a sweet bike and brings back so many memories, especially here at Knockhill. I am not any expert crew chief, but to get this machine going, basically connect the battery and connect the fuel. Okay, that's it. And paddock starter and she should be good to go. This is the most mechanical work
You've ever done on this bike?
I've ever done on this bike.
Before we headed out on the Boost bike, there was the small matter of riding Kevin Schwantz's 500cc Grand Prix bike. Now what makes this even more special to me is when I was only a year old, Kevin signed this poster to me in 1994. I've since had it above my desk looking at me every single day. And it was only when I came to edit this video that I realised just how much I'd been looking at this bike and what a dream it is going to be for me to ride it.
Very lucky to be involved in a golden era of 500 GP racing from 1986 to 1995 really. And to revisit that era at Knockhill on Kevin's 1994 bike. Kevin won the championship in '93 and rode this bike in '94, so it's so nice. But it could be fresh out of the factory beginning in '94. It's so sweet, hits all the spots, it's like brand new. Steve Wheatman owns and prepares this bike and it's just incredible. Never ridden it before, but yeah, just so nice. And yeah, I can see why Kevin was so good, because he had an amazing bike.
I pulled on his original Lucky Strike leathers, swung a leg over Schwantz's 500 and rolled out of pit lane. Nothing can prepare you for a bike like this. And for a few laps, I felt like I'd been dropped right into the golden era of Grand Prix racing. So much fun to ride. It's horrific in these leathers, they're so tight, I can't move. And I got arm pumped so bad, but it's such a nice bike to ride. I went out of the pits, I went to go left, I went, oh no, I can't move.
So this is my leather suit from actually 1998. Million sponsors, as you do, but main one was Cadburys, so lots of chocolate, which we like. And just about survived. Not quite sure if I'll fit in them, but we're about to have a go. Might be a no back protector job.
But whilst he was getting changed, I unzipped my bag and got into my brand new leathers. Months of work and a few near misses, it was time to finally surprise my dad.
Yeah, I think it's the word I can imagine. You want this?
No! You are joking me! No way! What? I can't believe that. How bizarre! Oh! Fred! No way! Look what you're puffing over there.
Seeing my dad's reaction was the first piece of the puzzle complete. The next part of this challenge was to ride the Boost bike, and we still weren't sure if the clutch problems we'd had been resolved. The only way to find out was to take the bike out on track together. It was finally time for the Cadburys Boost Yamaha, the bike I dreamed about as a kid, the bike that made the leathers and the helmet mean something in the first place. Swinging a leg over it, firing it up and rolling out at Knockhill. It felt like a childhood dream had just stepped off the page.
Close the door, there's nowhere for Reynolds to go. The checkered flag is out and it's win battle it was too as round 11 unfolded. Pole position man Mackenzie stalked Whittam for most of the 24-lap race before outbraking his teammate at the hairpin on lap 17. Riding styles completely, and Whittam's nearly on the grass there, and that surely's given Mackenzie the advantage out of the chicane, and Mackenzie goes past Jamie Whittam. Now we've got a real race on our hands.
And that's when it all hit me. I dreamed as a kid to one day be like my dad, and for one day in this kit, on this bike, at this track, I finally was.
For this man, Mackenzie.